Hello students, we are here with the second part of the chapter that we were doing, that is the Tiger King by Kalki from the supplementary textbook, that is Vistas. So in our previous video we have understood the narrative technique of Kalki, how he subverts the natural order of telling a story, how he began by the death of the story in while introducing the main character, how he then takes us to the court life, that not court life but court predictions done by the predictions in the court done by the astrologer, and how a miracle took place that the prince, that is Jilani Jangjang Bahadur, when he was just 10 days old, challenged the astrologer to say more about the death, about the manner of his death. Okay, so how is the Tiger King going to die? It was predicted that the Tiger King would die in the hands of a tiger. Quite the opposite reaction was given by the 10-day-old baby. He says that let the tigers be aware that I am coming. Okay, he is right from the beginning. Kalki has successfully depicted that Tiger King is a very strong man, is a very fearless man. Okay, in the subsequent parts we will find out the upbringing of the Tiger King, especially in part 2 we will look at the upbringing of the Tiger King, how he is brought up. Okay, one thing you have to keep in mind is that this is located at the setting of the story is at the time when India was trying to get an administrative hold of its own, okay, and not the British. So Indian National Congress was already formed, and the Indian politicians, okay, the people, the freedom fighters, the administrators, they were trying to free themselves from the India, okay, from the British. Now we all know historically there have been evidences that many kings and queens, especially kings, they had supported the British government. Okay, many princely states had supported the British government. They did not want to unite or show solidarity with the Indian National Congress, right? So many kings of the princely states were in the policy of appeasing the rulers, British officers. They never wanted to infuriate the British officers because that might lead to the confiscation of his territory. That is why it's like oiling business. Okay, many princely states, many kings uh, did oil or butter the British rulers in order to retain the puppet supremacy of his state. Okay, please keep this in mind. So, our crown prince Jilani Jangjang Bahadur is a typical example of colonial mindset. Okay, although he was an Indian, okay, but he was being brought up in a very in a very English culture. Okay, because again I told you that people at that time, especially many kings, wanted to present themselves as if they are at par with the British. That is why they would do anything. They would go up to anything to, to come to the focus of the British. All right, keep this in mind. Let's read. Crown Prince Jamjang Bahadur grew taller and stronger day by day. No other miracle marked his childhood days apart from the event already described. Look at the satire and the humor here. The boy drank the milk of an English cow, was brought up by an English nanny, tutored in English by an Englishman, saw nothing but English films, exactly as the crown princes of all the other Indian states did. When he came of age at the age of when he came of age at 20, the state which had been with the court of words until then came to his hands. So coming of age means he became an adult. Now he can get the direct control of the throne. Okay, but everyone in the kingdom remembered the astrologer's prediction. Now, this is a very important thing. The king, while he was growing up, he did not know about the prediction or the miracle that had happened in the court. He does not remember it. Of course, that is very natural. But when he became the king, people started remembering that prediction. Many continued to discuss the matter. Slowly, it came to the Maharaja's ears. Okay, and then, see, very important line. There were innumerable forests in the Pratibandapuram state. They had tigers in them. The Maharaja knew, this is a very important statement. This was asked in one of the board's paper, okay, that in one of the years, either I think last to last year, this question was asked that you may kill even a cow in self-defense. There could certainly be no objection to killing tigers in self-defense. So the Maharaja started out on a tiger hunt. So he started to kill the tigers. Tiger killing has started because he wanted to disprove the prophecy. Okay, disprove the prophecy. He says that in self defense, even if you kill a cow, that is okay. So killing the tigers, this is a self defense for me. But what is satirical about it is, it is not actually self defense, but it is his abuse of power. Abuse of power. Okay, this shows the insensitive and mindless attitude of the king towards the environment as well. So this story, this lesson is tells us about how we should treat the wildlife creatures. We should not be doing anything just for our entertainment or for our as a recreational activity. We should think about the animals as well. But the Tiger King does not do that. He started his tiger hunt because Pratibandapuram had many tigers in its forests. Okay, the Maharaja was thrilled beyond measure when he killed his first tiger. So he started the tiger hunt, and the first tiger was killed. He was very happy and excited that he could kill the tiger, right? And look at the show display of power here. Display of power. So what does he do? He sent for the state astrologer and showed him the dead beast and asked that, "What do you say now?" he demanded. This shows the display of power. Okay, the arrogance that he has within himself. He says, "What do you say now that I have killed tiger? What is your prediction now?" And the astrologer says, "Your Majesty may kill 99 tigers in exactly the same manner, but..." The astrologer drawled, "But what? Speak without fear." "But you must be very careful with the 100th tiger." "What if the 100th tiger were also killed?" "Then I'll tear up all my books on astrology and set fire to them, and I shall cut off my tuft, crop my hair short, and become an insurance agent." The astrologer finished on an incoherent note. Now the prediction comes to a full prediction is being revealed here. That he says that you may kill 99 tigers. Okay, that's fine. But your death is in the hands of the 100th tiger that you kill. Okay, and the Maharaja is proud and arrogant enough not to accept this, and he says that, "What if I kill the 100th tiger as well?" And the astrologer challenges that if that happens, I'll tear up all the books on astrology. I'll cut off my hair short. I'll also cut off the little strand of hair that I have at my back, that is stuffed. Okay, and I shall become an insurance agent. Now this insurance agent is very interesting. Kalki says that it ended in an incoherent note, but insurance agent versus astrologer. Why do you think insurance agent has been given here? That's because any person would readily believe in an astrologer, because people mostly by nature is very superstitious, right? So if an astrologer says that you don't go out in the dark after 8 p.m. for 2 days, that person is likely to listen to that. But if an insurance agent tries to convince a person to take an insurance because your life if is endangered, we can help, then the person does not readily is not readily convinced, is not easily convinced. That is why Kalki has very interestingly taken this profession as a foil, as opposite to the astrology. Am I clear? So, in this part, what we have seen that the astrologer says that the king's death will be in the hands of the 100th tiger. Now begins the mindless killing of tigers, mindless massacre of tigers, we can say. Okay, why? Because the tiger king will start killing tigers one by one. It will reach up to 100. His main objective will be to kill 100 tigers to disprove the prophecy. Apparently, this is the reason, but deep inside, as we read the story, we will know it is actually his pride, arrogance, vanity, power. All these things are accumulated in his decision making. He does everything that a king does not do. Okay, and he does not do anything that a king does. That means he is not concerned with the administrative powers, he is not concerned with the tax, he is not concerned about the well-being of his subjects, he is not concerned about the economic losses of his kingdom. He is not bothered. He is now completely obsessed with tiger killing. All right, we are stopping here. In our next video we shall continue with the third part. Thank you.